Alright, we're going to find volume using cylindrical shells with the equation cube root of x, y equals 0, x equals 1, and about the y-axis. So I drew a picture of the graph right here. Right here we have the curve, cube root of x. We're rotating across the y-axis here. Our x equals 1. And then the x-axis is the same thing as y equals 0. So this whole shaded in area is what we're finding the volume for as it rotates across. So we have to get a height using shells. So that'll be our height here. And we're going to imitate this on the other side. And it's going to rotate across. Sorry about the bad picture. And we're going to get this circular shape shell, and we're taking the volume of that. As it moves in, it gets smaller, and it goes out and gets bigger. So the equation we're going to use for that, for cylindrical shells, is the integral from a to b of 2 pi times the radius in respect to x times height in respect to x times delta x. So our radius is right here, and that's just x. And our height is going to be the top minus the bottom. So we got the cube root of x minus 0, so it's just the cube root of x. Plugging all the stuff into our equation, also our bounds are a to b. Starts at 0 and ends at 1. So it's from 0 to 1. As the integral goes from 0 to 1 of 2 pi times our radius, which is x, times our height, which is the cube root of x, which is the same thing as x to the 1/3, times delta x. So I'm going to move the 2 pi out front, because it's just a constant, and I'm going to multiply the x in. So I have 2 pi, the integral from 0 to 1 of x to the 4/3 of delta x. Now this is a pretty easy equation to take the integral of. So you add 3/3 to 4/3. So you got 7/3 x, or x to the 7/3. And you got to divide this, so it's multiplying by reciprocal, so it's 3/7 from 0 to 1. So plugging in our values, we have 3/7 times 1 to the 7/3 minus 3/7 times 0 to the 7/3. When you plug that stuff in, you're going to have 2 pi times 3/7 minus 0. So when you multiply this in, you're just multiplying the 2 pi by 3/7 because 0 is just 0. You'll have 6 pi over 7. And that there is our volume using cylindrical shells.